Today we crowned the 6th champion in Marble Madness history, and there's a couple of marbles who are vying for it, 8 of them in fact, as we will begin the Elite 8 today. So that's a look at the Marble's Eye point of view. New track today, but similar to some of the former iterations of our championship track. The one marble trying to repeat as champion will be Scorpion. You'll see him in the 4th match of the day, and then the lone 1 seed left, Banana Split, will be seen. He was the championship runner-up last season. He'll be seen in our 3rd match of the day. That's a look at the bracket as we get ready with 2 Cinderella stories. One of them is going to end in just a few moments, but right now it's Demon's Eye with the lead, but Monarch's got a head of steam on the open track, blows right by him. Monarch into the Final Four. Another come-from-behind win for a marble who's done that a couple of times this season already. Demon's Eye just didn't have the speed. His Cinderella run is over, but Monarch's still dancing. It's still 11 p.m. for him as we get ready for Electric Eel and Cherry, 2 more of the higher seeds left in this tournament, and Electric Eel jumps over Cherry to get past him here. Huge lead built up by Electric Eel. Cherry is just not going to have the room to get this one done. Nice move by the 5 seed to punch his ticket to the Final Four. Marble who really hasn't had this kind of success in these tournaments before. This now makes it his deepest run, and he'll be going up against an 11 seed for a spot in the championship. 2 races down, 2 more to go in this Elite 8 round, and then 3 more after that. But this one, huge match right here. 1 versus 3 seed, and right now it's Slenderman who's got the lead. Banana Split trying to keep it close, but he's actually losing ground at this point. Slenderman was dropped out of the tournament by Banana Split last year, and this year, revenge is sweet. Slenderman takes down the Sunday opponent, and he'll move on to the Final Four, the deepest run of his Marble Madness career. Now Scorpion and Tidal Wave. Scorpion a former champion in his own right, but it's Tidal Wave who's got a huge lead built up. Scorpion is really going to need to make something happen at this point. Doesn't look like it will. 2 Cinderellas and 2 high seeds will make up our Final Four as Scorpion knocked out by Tidal Wave. So Monarch an 11 versus Electric Eel a 5, and then Slenderman a 3 versus Tidal Wave a 10. Should be really interesting. We could either see a 5-3, we could see a 10-11, or something in between in the championship. And man, this is going to be really, really interesting because Electric Eel has had a lot of help from opponents making mistakes, and Monarch's had to create a lot of his own chances in this tournament, and Monarch gets the jump to start here, but Electric Eel is hounding him and passes him on the orange track. Monarch's tournament is going to end at the hands of a move he already made earlier today. Electric Eel takes him down and punches his first championship ticket. Once again, that's the hardest part of the track to pass on, the most risky part of the track to pass on. But Electric Eel gets the move done all the same and is the first of our 2 finalists. The next one will be Slenderman or Tidal Wave. Marble with a lot of experience in Slenderman, and a marble who really only features in these Marble Madness tournaments in Tidal Wave. 1 Cinderella down. Will the other one go down as well? It is Tidal Wave with the lead right now, and he's stretching it. Oh, but trouble with the walls! Slenderman gets around, and Slenderman's into the finals. Disaster strikes for Tidal Wave. The clock struck midnight halfway through the track. He looked set to join Electric Eel in the championship, and then 1 piece of contact with the wall and a missed block on Slenderman spells disaster for his tournament run. And both Cinderellas drop out in the Final Four. It'll be the 5 seed Electric Eel and the 3 seed of Slenderman, marbles who heavily have featured in Marble Summer Championships, and Slenderman in Time Attack. These guys no strangers to big moments on the channel, and the biggest one of the season right here. And it is Slenderman streaking off into the distance with a head of steam. Electric Eel really out of the picture, but now that gap is decreasing. As they come to the line, he's not going to have enough time. Slenderman etches his name into March immortality and becomes the 6th champion of Marble Madness. Electric Eel made it real close at the end, but just couldn't get the move done. And Slenderman wins it in 2025. What a tournament. Tons of upsets. But it really came down to 2 teams that really seemed like they had destiny on their side, but Slenderman the one who pulls it off in the end. That is a wrap on Marble Madness 2025. Thank you guys so much for watching. Be on the lookout for Time Attack coming this summer. Until then, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and take care.